Joe Burrow, go fuck yourself.
I shouldn't say this, but I have a Dan Naturman story that you might.
Go ahead, you gotta tell it.
When I was,
you gotta take it. Wait. Carmack says take a call.
Oh yeah.
I'm letting it ring. It's the same asshole from New Jersey calling my house.
Go ahead. Tell. Is it better than David Bowie?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
I thought about telling this, but okay. So when I was 20, I went to New York City with my roommate at the time, and we were comedy club hopping, going to show, and I walk into the Stand Up New York to ask the person who's on the show that night.
Yeah.
I walk in.
All tracks so far.
Dan Naturman is standing there. Okay, I don't know who he is. Don't know who he is at all. He looks at me. We make eye contact, and he was staring at me so intensely that I just turned around and walked right back out.
Oh. Jesus Christ, Dan Naturman. Go ahead.
I go up to my roommate and I go, there's a guy in there who was staring at me. So I didn't even ask who's on the show. He comes outside, starts talking to both of us. Yeah. And he's like, so what are you guys doing? You guys coming to the show? And we're like, yeah, we're probably going to go to the show. And he goes, okay, I'm going to be at the Comedy Cellar tomorrow night. You should come to that show too. And we hadn't been to the Cellar yet. So we're like, yeah, okay. And so he walks away and she goes, Felicia, you know that scene in American Beauty where the guy goes up to the two girls and the one girl goes, he didn't even look at me once. And I go, yeah. And he goes, that's exactly what just happened. He didn't even look at me once. Yeah. So we see the show. He's performs. He's great. After the show, we're outside. He comes back out. He goes, you guys are coming to the Cellar tomorrow, right? And we're like, yeah. So we're in line at the Cellar the next night. And it's like, you know, Jim Norton and Colin Quinn. They're all on the sidewalk talking to each other.
Yeah.
And Dan Naturman's in the group, right? He sees us. He walks over, leaves the fucking group, comes over to us, and he's like, "Hey, how's it going?" Talking to us, and we're like, "Great, you know, whatever." And he goes, "Okay." He's like, "I'm so glad you came," or whatever. So it's like, fine. And we go and we get seats. We're right up front. He goes up. Attella was there that night. It was fucking great, right? He goes up, he performs. After he's done performing, he's on stage and he looks at our table and he just goes, "Ladies," and then walks out, right? So
wait, he ends his set saying ladies?
No, he was done performing. So as people are applauding and he's walking off stage, he looks at us and he's like, "Ladies." I think he put his hand on the table just to to acknowledge us. Yeah. Now I was 20, she was 24 at the time.
What year?
This would have been in, well, if I was 20, then it would have been 2004.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. I'm the same
I'm just
age.
because I want to know where Naturman is in his career.
He,
No, I know where he is. 2004. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. So
tough crowd.
He killed, right? It's great. All right, so after the show, we're standing outside. We're just getting ready to leave, and he goes, "You guys should come over to this bar." I don't know where it was. It was like right around the corner somewhere.
Yeah, there's a bunch of bars there.
And so we go, and Robert Kelly's there too. And
Robert Kelly?
Kelly,
he don't even drink.
Well, he was there in the bar though.
No, I know, but it's weird that he's there because he don't even drink. Go ahead.
Yeah, and so we go in to the bar, and he's like, I don't know if I can. I can't say.
No, you got to tell us.
I don't want to get in trouble for saying this.
Trouble with who? Pat Dixon? Go ahead, tell him.
No.
With SD, I'll cover it. I'll cover it.
Get in trouble is me. But he basically was like, "So what do you guys want to drink?" Right? And I'm like, "I just want like a soda." And he goes, "I gotta have a drink," you know. And I'm like, I'm 20. And he's like, "It doesn't matter. You know, they know."
It doesn't matter. He's right. He's in New York. It doesn't matter.
He's like, they know me here. It's fine. And I'm like, okay. And I think I don't even know what I got. I think he just got something I was like, I don't know. It's whatever. So he brings back the drinks, and we're just sitting there, and we're trying to talk to him, but he's like, you know, in a hurry. You know, but
yeah,
to
fuck somebody. No, he's in a hurry to fuck one of you.
He's in And so he's like, this is. I don't mean this the way that it's gonna come out, but he grabs my my shot glass. It's not a shot glass. It's like a whiskey glass, and he grabs it and he goes, "You're barely drinking this, you know. What do you do?" And I'm like, you know. So I drink it. I think we have like a couple of drinks. We're there. I don't know how long, an hour, or a half an hour or whatever. And he goes, he goes, "You guys want to come back to my place?"
Oh.
And we're like, "Yeah."
What? Yeah.
Yeah, we said yeah. So we get a cab and
Wait, the three of you in a cab?
yeah,
With Dan Naturman.
yes.
What did you think was going to happen?
I don't know. I
Wait, who said yeah? You or your friend?
both of us decided together.
Oh my
yes.
God.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have your own hotel? Or you're looking for a place
We
to
did.
slay?
No, we had a hotel, but we were like, this is fun. You know, like this is
Yeah, fucking around with this fucking guy.
this comic. Neither of us knew who he was. So on the cab ride, I'm like kind of tipsy, right? And
Right.
he's sitting between us.
Whoa.
But he's like focused.
Devil's Triangle.
He's like focused on me. And my roommate the whole time knows it, and she's just like fucking like, oh,
Right,
she's
right.
Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? So I'm like trying to talk to him in the cab, and I'm like, so what's? I'm like, so who's your favorite comedian?
Pat Dixon.
And he goes, I don't know. And I go, well, you're a comedian, right? Who's your favorite? He goes, I don't know, David Tell. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what he said, David Tell.
That's what he said. And
He's obsessed with David Tell.
yeah, and he's like, he didn't want to talk about it. And I'm like, because he knew.
No, because he wants to focus on him.
Well, he knew
Right.
that we were open micers because we told him.
Oh, okay.
So so we go to his place, and it's like I'm like tipsy, so I go, how much is your rent? Because I go, is that rude to ask? And my roommate goes, yes, Felicia, it's rude to ask. And
Where do you live, on the Upper East Side?
oh man, where did we go?
It was a long cab ride, right?
It wasn't too long. It was like we were still in Manhattan. So
No, yeah, he lives on the
Yeah.
Upper East Side.
yeah, it's
Or
probably
he did then. I'm sure he did then.
because we were staying at the Chelsea Star Hotel. Do you know where that is?
Yeah, in Chelsea?
It might have been. Yeah, I guess so. And
Yeah.
we walked from his place to our hotel, but it was
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like it was kind of a long walk. But,
Yeah.
Right.
So we go into his apartment, and there's no furniture.
No.
Oh God.
There's no furniture because he just moved in. And
Oh.
he's like, I just moved
That's
in.
the oldest trick in the book.
Yeah.
I just moved 6 years ago.
Nowhere to sit.
And so we're all lying on the floor, sitting on the
Oh my God.
Fuck that. I would have left.
he goes, and my roommate is reading a book because she's
Oh my
like,
God.
she knows what's happening, but I'm like young and naive, and I'm like, whatever. So he goes, so he turns to her and he goes, why don't you take your shirt off? And
What?
And she goes, we both know this isn't about me.
Whoa! This is like the best movie I've ever seen. This is perfectly scripted. This dialogue is perfect.
She spins it, you know. It sounds
And
cool.
he goes,
Take off your shirt. I know this isn't this is brilliant. This is why reality shows are king, because this is brilliant.
he goes, I know, but in the meantime,
He said, I know.
he said, I know, but in the meantime, why not? That's what.
Wow.
He said to her.
In the meantime, while they don't fuck your friend, in the meantime, show us your titties.
Literally-
He had no bed. Did he have a bed?
No.
He
Oh
had
my
nothing.
God.
Where were you gonna fuck him?
We
Let's say he's
yeah.
George Clooney. Where were you gonna fuck him?
Well, I wasn't even thinking that.
I know, but if it was George Clooney or Brad Pitt, where would you fuck him?
Well, we went into the bathroom together.
Wait, you and Dan Naturman?
Yeah. We didn't have
So
sex.
you fell for it?
We didn't have sex, but
So wait. So what happened between in the meantime? So tell us from there.
Well, it's tough to remember exactly like what was said, but it was pretty much he was just like.
So your roommate didn't take off her top.
No, because she was mad that he wasn't into her.
Right. So then what happened?
So we go. There's like a bathroom, but then like before the bathroom, like,
it's a studio or one bedroom.
I think it was a studio, but I don't know. I really don't know. All we saw was the living room and the bathroom. But then like in the hallway before the bathroom, there's like this little area that has like a washer dryer, and we're in that area, and we start making out.
Oh no, my God!
And then
where you're not even in the bathroom, or you're making out in the washer dryer?
Not yet, but it was just like for me, it was just like, oh, this is happening. You know, like
plus he's a New York comic. You're an open micer, so what do you got to lose?
It was totally consensual, but like also at the time, like I don't know if I even had sex yet, so I might have been. Yes, I was a virgin. I was a virgin because I remember telling Orny Adams that we were virgins, and his mind was like blown by that.
Wait, were you saw Orny Adams the same night?
We saw him twice. Yeah, we like went to the same clubs he went to
that night
on accident. Yeah. And we saw him at the cellar, and he invited us to sit at the comics table. So we were sitting at the comics table with Orny.
At the cellar?
Yeah.
As virgins.
Back when they were like the tables were chalk or whatever.
Yeah. I used to work there. So you're a virgin. You're sitting at the comics table.
Both of us were virgins.
And then you walked away from Orny Adams and hooked up with Dan Naturman.
It was. I didn't hook up with him, but it was.
Okay, go ahead. What happened? You were making out with him, but then what happened?
So we're making out in this room that's like right next.
It's not a room; it's a hallway.
Pretty much. I think there's like a washer or whatever. Right. And
was he doing any laundry at the time?
No, but he put his hands around my waist, you know, and like just get like feeling me, and I was like,
oh my God,
kind of like you know, not really. So we go into the.
You're a virgin. He's got those big wet lips.
Well, I stopped him a little bit. I was like stiff, you know, and he goes, I thought you said you'd done this before.
What?
And, because I think we had talked about how we talked.
You're a virgin?
I was a virgin, but he was.
No, but you told him you were a virgin?
Yes, but he was referring to
God.
like other things.
Other bases.
Like a hand job? Something like that.
Yeah.
And he didn't try that or whatever. So I was like, and I go, yeah, but I don't know you. That's what I said to him, right? And so he's like, okay. And then it takes me into the bathroom, and we're making out in the bathroom.
Oh my God, I can't hear the rest. I'm gonna jump off. I can't hear the rest. Making out with Dan Naturman. I'm not ready for this. Go ahead. I'm a little drunk. Go ahead, give it to me.
I don't know if I can say the rest, but.
You gotta.
The only thing that happened, like I was not even touching him, and he like, you know,
he came.
Yeah, but
prematurely.
No. It was like he was so turned on that he turned around. I didn't even see it. I didn't see like a full.
I gotta jump off.
I didn't see like a full on shot of it.
No, wait. I gotta backtrack. So you both had all your clothes on?
Yes.
Right.
And so you were making out, and then all of a sudden he came in his pants.
He turned around and was, you know, and I put.
Did he touch himself or he just came?
He was touching himself, and I had my hands in my pockets. Because I was just like, oh.
That's like a 501 jeans commercial.
Hands in the pocket.
Because I was like, oh, I'm like, because so he turned around and like did it away from me, but I saw like the result, and it was like he was very, very turned on. So he cleans up. And he turns.
What do you mean he cleans up? Cleans up how?
You know, with the toilet paper. You know, that's whatever.
In front of you? Why does he just? You're in the bathroom. Why does he just ask you to leave and then he cleans up?
I don't know, but he's still like facing away from me, like his back is toward.
Yeah, he's ashamed of himself.
So he's right there, So then he turns around and he like holds me by the shoulders. And he
What?
goes, he turns around and he holds me like by the shoulders and he goes, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then we go out into the living room and we sit back down on the floor. And he goes, "Do you guys want some Chinese food?"
Oh my God.
And it's like 5 or 6 in the morning.
Right.
And we're like, "Nah." And he goes, "All right, well, I'm going to go to sleep." And we're like, "Okay."
Sounds like Pat Dixon. I'm going to go to sleep.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
And
I
he
came in my
goes-
pants.
He goes, "Do you guys want money for a cab?" And we're like, "Yeah." And then he gave us
Oh, you
money.
said yeah?
Yeah. And then
Usually women say no.
well, I think my roommate was smart and she was like, "Yeah." And then
Yeah,
we
give me some money.
kept the
Yeah.
money and walked back to the hotel.
Wait, Gilly, when a guy comes too quick, do you ever take it as a like compliment?
I mean, that day I did because I was like, "Holy shit, man. This is
Right.
like, it shot pretty far."
What do you mean shot pretty far?
was
You
out?
saw it?
I mean, I don't want to be crass, but
Wait, you saw it?
It was out.
I saw it, but his back.
Wait, his dick was out? I thought he did it in his pants.
No, his back was turned to me. So
Right, but his
pants were
dick was
on.
out.
Yeah, but I didn't see his dick at all. I didn't touch it. Nothing. He
But you
just-
saw the projectile.
Yeah, and he,
Wow.
What the fuck?
yeah,
That's
So I
fucked
thought
up.
I thought he came in his pants.
That's what I
He
thought
shot
too.
on the wall,
yeah, yeah.
and so
Yeah.
it was impressive.
Because it went so far.
I'ma do my stuff.